is 1973, Miguel Rodriguez. This is La Wonderful. This has been my father's main instrument since he got it in 1973. He's done probably 58, 59, 60 recordings on it and toured all over the place with it. It's dedicated on the inside of the top to my grandfather. The quartet, my dad, my grandfather, and my uncles used to order Rodriguez's in 4. They'd order 4 at a time. And so in 1973, this was done, and they were in Madrid in a hotel, and they got the guitars and opened them up, and my father opened this one up, and he had to have it. My grandfather said, okay, take it, and I'll take the one that was for you. So he got home, and less than a year later, let me backtrack. He had a series of bad car accidents. So he had a bad neck, and he used to use it like a traction unit. He would hang a bag, like a water bag, over a chair, and it'd lift his neck, and he had left the guitar out, and he had rigged up his traction unit by putting a chair on top of a coffee table next to the guitar. Chair came down on the guitar and crushed it. I hear that it was put into a paper bag and brought to Juris Zeltens. He's the god of guitar repair. So Juris fixed it, and you look inside, you would never know. It sounds as good as it did before, if not better. It was built with 5 fan braces. Now it has 7. There are 2 added braces in here to stabilize it. It's a 6/64 scale length with a 54.5 millimeter wide nut. The top's around 2.4 millimeters thick at its thickest and down to 1.6 at its thinnest. Back and sides are 1.7 millimeters. Scott has some stories to tell about it, I think.
Well, but just, back to the traction, wasn't the top, I never saw it, but I heard stories about the top, literally, where the grains of the wood were literally like this, like a Titanic.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I think Juris Zeltens, who's in San Diego, we've been, Pepe has known him for how long? Your father, forever.
Yeah, long before I was born.
Yeah, and long before I came out here, too, in 1980. And we'd all go down there. Everybody, us guys in the quartet, we'd all take our guitars to him. Everybody would. And truly a genius when it comes to repair. And he actually took each strand of wood and set each strand one by one and then repaired it that way. So, you absolutely cannot tell at all. And it's been... But my story, aside from this being, when I was 14, I started taking classes with Pepe. Down in Texas, my mother would take me down to Houston, and because he had a class there every summer. And my first one was in 76. And again, I was 14. And I had this Ramirez, which I was quite proud of, My parents paid a fortune for it. I think it was like $1,100. That took them forever to pay back, and it was one of the expensive guitar, But I heard Pepe play this, and I was just floored. And then one day he let me try it. I showed Pepe a picture the other day of me in this class when I was 14, and Pepe is up on stage with me. He's playing this guitar, and I'm playing my Ramirez, and that's the class I actually got to try it. And I remember just going. I remember I played a little piece that I was playing for the class. I played it faster when I was 14. Pepe said it was too fast. He said it would make the people's wigs fly off if they tried to dance a minuet like that. But anyway, I got the point. But I was just so blown away to be able to play this, and that immediately my standard, the bar was set way high, and so as soon as I could, I saved up enough and sold my Ramirez and bought a Rodriguez, which was later to be called La Guinevere. But he named all his guitars. In fact, in here there's a label, La Wonderful, which is a great name. So as soon as I get this in tune, I got one more piece left in me here.
Just as a side note, this may be one of the most concertized on guitars in the world, probably, and one of the most recorded guitars in the world. So it's one of the top 2 or 3 most famous guitars that I know of on the planet. And just for fun while Scott's tuning, when I was leaving home, I grabbed a bunch of stuff when I went out. You can see Pepe's been playing this guitar so long that the style of fashion changes. And yet the guitar stays. So it's the same guitar, and hairdos change, everything, but the guitar remains. And CDs, and this appears on probably more album covers than any other classical guitar. So it's a pretty cool thing to have this guitar here, and it was a big deal to have Pepe Sr. allow us to play it. So this will be pretty exciting.
So I'll finish by playing, it's a Spanish piece, but it's actually Celtic. It's from the north of Spain. It's simply called Canción y Danza, and it's by a Spanish composer named Antonio Ruiz-Pipó.